Hey, Irma. Hey, what's up, everyone? Let me connect my phone to the charger so it doesn't die here. Give me a second. I love it. I love that. All right, so let's see here and make sure. All right, maybe I'll give it one more minute to let some other folks join in if they can. What's up, everybody? My girl, she trades is back in the building, back on her feet. So happy. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, the purpose of this live is to conduct a mock trade while the trading session is still open, because it will close in roughly 2 hours. All right, so the two things on the agenda today is to identify a potential trade using the break and retest strategy. And then the second thing on the agenda is to log that trade or journal that trade in the Stunk journal. So just want to cover those two things and then pause periodically to answer any questions. But since this is a live mock trade, I want to make sure that everyone who wants to follow along has their trading view open and that they're in their respective brokerages. Okay. So I'm in Thinkorswim. Let me know before I get started if anyone needs any assistance navigating to the right place in TradingView. Thinkorswim. Let me pull up Thinkorswim really quick. Okay, so I'm pulling up Thinkorswim. Let me switch over to the paper money side. Pull this up. All right, cool. Let me move this out the way for now. Okay, so since my favorite stock is Tesla, let me take a quick peek and see if there's any opportunities to enter a trade for Tesla. Uh, hmm. Well, Give me just a moment. Okay, so this isn't bad. Yeah, we got a setup here on the 5 and the 15 minute on the higher time frame, so we can actually look to take a trade for Tesla. And I want to do two things for this particular mock trade. I want to I want us to, if you're following along, I want us to enter two separate trades. One will be for the day trade, and then one will be for a longer term swing position, so we can take a look later in the week to see, its progress. Okay, so let's do those two things. Let me pull up Thinkorswim, expand my option chain, and let's look at. Let's do the. mm, Okay, so we have a couple of options. I'm going to choose the 320 strike. I'm going to choose the 320 strike. The 320 strike. Make sure everyone is able to follow along. 320 strike is the contracts that I'll be choosing. .320 strike. Let me set up my chart. And I am, just FYI, I am recording this session, so it will be available as soon as the session is over, all right, in the replay folder. All right, so Tesla, let's do the 15-minute for the top or the middle. And let's do the 5-minute for this one and the 1 minute here. Reset. Get rid of these drawings. Okay. Any questions before we jump into this trade? Let me pause before, because things could move pretty quickly, so I don't want to leave anyone behind. All right, so what I'm looking at is a couple of things. I'm looking at Tesla on the 1 minute time frame, the 5-minute time frame, the 15-minute time frame, and then I also have Qs pulled up for confirmation of direction, right, for this particular trade. Qs is trending up, so we just broke above the previous day high, and that's good for gauging this long position for Tesla. Although keep in mind, Tesla doesn't always conform to what Qs or SPY is doing, but this is a good setup right here on the 15 and 5-minute chart for Tesla. So we actually can look to take a trade here. I do have my confirmation screen pulled up in for the order type. Choose market order to get filled very quickly. I'm just going to choose 10 contracts for this particular mock trade because we'll get to practice scaling as well. All right, so 320 strikes is the contract that I chose. 320 strikes. Each contract is $410 each. And market order is the order type. All right, so I'm going to pull up the final confirmation screen for Tesla. Switch back over. What we're waiting for is for buyers to step in aggressively. We're waiting for buyers to step in aggressively before we hit send to submit our order. All right, so I'm just waiting for buyers to step in aggressively. Now remember, we're using the break and retest strategy. The break and retest strategy. We've already broken above the opening range. We had the first 5 minutes or the first 15 minutes. Even the first, couple of hours, the session was opened at 8:30. So we've already broke beyond those opening ranges. Okay. So what am I using now? What I'm using now is the 5 minute order block. If I switch over to this screen, hopefully you all can see this. Let me try to stretch this out. Get some more real estate here. So I'm gonna switch to the 5 minute on this screen here so you all can see this. And let me activate my drawing tool. Okay, so you can see, hopefully you all can see this. Let me pull this down. This might be in the way. All right, hopefully you all can see this clearly. So this green line here represents the previous day high. This blue line here represents the first 5 minute high. And we've already broken above each of these, right? And I took a trade earlier today. I made close to $475 within like 5 minutes today because Tesla was very, very bullish right at the open. So all we're waiting for now, obviously we're not waiting for a retest back to the previous day high. That would be way too far away. That's too far away for a break and retest to the previous day high. So what we use is called order blocks. They're called order blocks, and whatever time frame you're on in TradingView, that's the order block that you can use. I'm on the 5 minute time frame, so I'm going to use the 5 minute order block. 5 minute order block in this trend. So we did have the initial trend here, the initial push, right? We had a push, break above previous day high. We had a pullback. We had continuation, some more pullback, continuation, and then now we have a pullback to this 5 minute order block here. Okay, this down close candle here. So we wicked within this zone. If I draw this out, let me just quickly draw a line here. That's terrible. I could make it a little bit better. All right, cool. Now let me switch back to this tool here. All right, so after a continuation, right, we consolidated for a bit and then we pulled back within the 5 minute order block. This is one of the down close candles within the uptrend, right, within the uptrend. And so we have a couple. We have this down close candle, we have this down close candle, and then we have this down close candle. But after consolidation, we broke well below this initial or the most recent down close candle in the initial trend, right? And so now, as we move ahead or fast forward, you can see that after consolidation, we broke, came within this 5 minute order block. So that's why I marked out the low of that 5 minute candle and the high of that 5 minute candle. And you can see now we're back within zone. We have a nice wick here. We don't have to wait until this taps this line perfectly. We just want to see buyers stepping in aggressively for continuation toward the upside, right? There's no guarantee because Tesla already achieved its goal today. You could tell by these wicks here on the down close candles. This one, this one, this one, and this one. But if we see buyers stepping in aggressively on this 5-minute candle, then that will be our signal to enter the trade. And we still have cues. If I pull this over, hopefully you all can see this. Qs is at the bottom. So I have the Tesla 5-minute, Tesla 15-minute time frame, and then QQQ down here at the bottom. So as long as Qs is still trending up, I feel pretty confident about this potential trade. Just waiting for buyers to step in and, aggressively before we enter a trade. Make sure that you're trading this via paper because you want to be able to take a look at a couple of things. And I'll talk about that here in a second, but it looks like buyers are stepping up. We got 47 seconds and counting. 40 seconds. If we get a nice close on this 5-minute candle, okay, it looks like sellers are trying to push back. I want to see speed and momentum. That's what we're looking for with the break and retest strategy, speed and momentum. All right, so sellers are fighting back. 10 seconds left. Let's switch to the 1 minute. Let's see what we got here. So nice bullish up close candle here. Let's see what happens in this next minute. The reason we're waiting for to make sure buyers are stepping in aggressively is because we don't want to stay within this choppy activity, right? We don't want to be in the trade forever. We want buyers to step in aggressively and continue to push the price higher. We don't want to get stopped out. So you've seen that this is a point of resistance. If I mark this out on the 1 minute, I'm on the 1 minute time frame right now. You should be able to see this on TikTok. We got 4 points of resistance, right? We have this point right here, number 1. Then we have number 2, pretty much a flat top, right? Number 3, and then number 4. All right, it looks like buyers are stepping in. If we get a nice strong candle closure on this 1 minute candle, then we'll look to enter a trade. Looks like they're trying to step in. 30 seconds and counting. Sellers are trying to push back. I want to see a nice push. A nice push above this point of resistance. All right, if we mark this out while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and mark this out. And let's make it red. All right, let's see what happens on this next candle here. I want I want significant displacement, right? We want aggressive buyers, or excuse me, we want aggressive, we want buyers to step in aggressively on this next candle. Sellers are trying to fight back though. All right, does anyone have any questions? Let's see. With no volatility, the buyers on the golf course, right? They chilling somewhere because that push by Tesla, man, was crazy today. And man, I'm gonna talk about that here in a second too. Oh, is my hold on, I think. Oh no, my screen froze. Give me a second.